When I started out on the OCD recovery journey, all I wanted to know was that I could actually recover. I would go into OCD forums and it would say something like, OCD gal 23, roll with the bad days. You've got to just learn to live with it. You're just sort of, this is just your new way of life. Get on some meds and best of luck, hun. And I was like, Jesus, is this what I've got to look forward to? How long has she been in this forum? 14 years. Oh my God, I'm doomed. How did this happen? How did my brain just shift like this? Oh, it was only a few months ago that I felt completely fine. And then suddenly something switched in my brain. I know that life. I lived that life. I was in that world at the beginning of the journey so much, right? And when you learn along the journey that your beliefs are what's the culprit of all, then you start to see that you can actually recover, that it is possible, right? And it's like anything in life. People who say like, oh, I'm just a lazy person. I like to chill out and game. I'm not very ambitious and stuff like that. If you gave them opportunities where they could be ambitious, suddenly they would most likely become ambitious. Like if I said to you right now, okay, you can make $1 billion within the next 5 days if you do these things. How many people do you think wouldn't sleep at all just to do those things? At most, right? So now what is that? That's just a belief. If I get this thing called money, then I will be happier and I have a plan there. And so they go, okay. And then they do that, right? Now, the thing is, it's with relationships the same. What people do is they say, I don't want to be in a relationship. I want to be single. That's not true. Unless someone is sort of, like I'm saying, someone is sort of asexual, doesn't really want to get into relationships or whatever. Usually most people do. But what they mean is this. I would like to be in a relationship, but the effort to find someone is so long that it's easier to just get used to myself and my own life because dating is so much of a hassle. People are so much of a hassle and I just can't be bothered with all effort. But if right in front of you right now was somebody that was a great match and you sort of flowed well together and it's accommodated your life so well, you would go into that relationship in 2 seconds. So the thing is, with all these things, your perspectives are everything. And that is what life's about. Life is about seeing and harnessing your perspectives. You harness your perspectives and make them work for you and overcoming obstacles. That's going to sort of strap you in and drive you towards your goals fast, right? Now, not short term, recovery takes a little while, right? But you've got to think how many obstacles there are. Just the other day, about 6 weeks ago, I got diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. I have to sleep with a CPAP, just completely out of the blue, right? 2-3 days ago, I had a shoulder injury to the rotator cuff in the gym. I was working out a lot and did that. I don't even think for a second, oh my God, and now I can't work out with that shoulder. Maybe this will take a while. I think, how do I get around this? How do I solve this? Book in for physio, do the exercises, get back into working out the rest of the body around that injury. Now, that attitude instantly is not whining, is not complaining, is not keeping me in a cycle of looking down at things and putting mental obstacles. You have got to get used to solving obstacles so you can get back out there, back on that horse that you fell off over and over and over again. And that's what OCD recovery is all about. If I had to look at, say, the 35,000 people that have come into OCD recovery over the many years that we've been working with OCD, right? They all could easily be categorized into boxes very quickly. Are they going to do the work? Yes, no. Well, there's a big disparity in those two, right? Are they going to be persistent with the work, or are they going to only do it till they're out of crisis, then disappear and coast? There's a big difference between the two. Is OCD likely going to morph, get them stuck, and then they've not been doing the work, haven't read the books, so they started off initially, big disparity between the two. Are they going to think they're the exception and do no work and just be convinced it's real and just never ever do any work on OCD? A lot of people fall into that camp, including myself in the early days. So all of these things are a huge problem in the OCD recovery journey. Huge. Because they cut off all growth. They cut off all movement. You have to be persistent. It's like saying, oh, I'd like to start a business. How hard do you want to work? I want to work really hard in the first few months. Then if it doesn't work out, not at all. And then I'll get excited by a new idea and work really hard and then nothing at all. It's like if you look at Instagram, complete junk when you look at Instagram. It's like a guy driving a Lamborghini saying like, I just realized it was so easy to make money. I just had to do this, this, this. And now look at my life. If that was the case, you would see no people that were reasonably smart, working in the business pretty hard, struggling at all. They would just go, wait, let me watch that TikTok. It's very easy. I just drop ship this, and then I do this, and then I go on this, get this car. And then I wear this suit, and then it's crap. But people buy into that because they think, but look at him. It sounds so good. Things are uncomfortable and not easy, right? That's the reality. The reality is, if you think of anything as easy, you're not looking at the nuances. Everything has nuances. Everything. If I think today I would like to open a cafe selling sandwiches, and maybe I'm just going to sell smoked salmon sandwiches, right? What complications are there going to be with that? A lot. Making sure I get good smoked salmon, make sure it's always fresh, make sure that the staff can always do the sandwiches well, making sure that when staff travel or go abroad or go back home if they're from other countries, then we've got replacement staff that still know how to do the salmon, making sure that cleanliness is good, making sure that the advertising is good, making sure that that we beat the competition that are also selling sandwiches, making sure we do lots of articles and videos about why we only sell smoked salmon sandwiches and the reasons behind it. Right. And doing all of that is going to be fraught with nuances. The delivery of salmon stopped in this area. They put the price up 50%. The staff don't like working here now because there's a new cool bar around the corner they want to work in. A million things people would tell you before thinking that. You hear people's ideas and TikTok and things like, just so easy, just do this. Things aren't easy. Life is complicated. Everything is difficult. Looking after your parents is difficult. Looking after your kids is difficult. They're all very challenging. Having a job, any job, is challenging. Being involved in any sport is challenging. Being involved in any relationship is challenging. Making it through any day is challenging. No human finds it easy. That's crap, Rob. If someone just deposited 40 million cash into my account right now, I would just be happy all day. Rubbish. Absolute crap. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You'd wake up, okay? You've got to make a decision. What are you going to have for breakfast? You've got to make a decision. That's easy. I'll just have this. Okay, fine. Now what are you going to do with your day? I'm going to go to the gym. Gym's hard. You've got to push yourself. Yeah, but I'd get a trainer. You still got to push yourself, okay? Then you push yourself in the gym. Right, what are you going to do now? I'm going to go for lunch. Who are you calling? I'm going to call my friend. Okay, who? Yeah, okay. Do they know that you've just got that money? Yeah, because I told them. Maybe they're jealous now, and then they're starting to hate you. Now you're having to balance that relationship, and it's teetering on the edge. Now you don't really want to go with them, but you're going to go anyway. Now you're having an argument with them. Now that's tiring. Okay, what's next? Going out for dinner tonight with some friends and going to the theatre. Who are you taking? Are you paying for everyone at the theatre? They might expect to be paid for at the theatre. Now you don't want to even take them because they're expecting it. Okay. Well, that's not that bad because all my other problems would be solved. Okay, carry on with your day. What are you going to do now with your life? What are you going to work as? What are you going to do? Where are you going to shape it? I'm not saying that your problems aren't going to be diminished, a lot of them down, but you are going to have new problems. You are going to still have problems because life is problems. I was listening to Ray Dalio speak, who wrote that fantastic book, Principles. I almost put on the reading list. And he's a sort of, you could say he's like a philosopher, inspirational speaker, but also runs one of the largest hedge funds in the world. And he brought out a book called Principles. That's how I ever first heard about him. And it's one of the best-selling books on how to handle life's problems. I really recommend it. And in that book, in an interview when he was talking about the book, he said, because he's very wealthy, this guy, people say, you must just, life must be easy. He's like, no, it isn't. His son just died in a car crash, right? He's got to live with that. Life is never going to be easy, right? Life is never going to be easy because you've still got the problems, haven't you? People can die. You can get ill. Things cannot work out how you want them to work out. You can problems with friends, problems with family, problems with your house, repairs, maybe things like that. People think everything is easy if they have one thing. Now, money is usually the thing that they say, or they say partner. If I had the right partner and I had a kid, all my problems would be solved. No, it wouldn't. How many parents have problems with kids? How many people with relationships? All relationships hard. No, if I met the perfect person, it would. No, that's crap. That's a fairy tale of 16-year-olds that say that. Complete crap, right? Relationships are hard. Raising kids are hard. Life is hard. You couldn't name one person whose life's easy. Kim Kardashian, her life's easy. No, it isn't. She's living in a pretty superficial world that'll definitely have lots of images about herself, how she sees herself, how she sees her life, how people see her. Even if she doesn't care about that, there'll be a hugely packed schedule. She's on a complete rat race at a different level financially, but a rat race of her own that she's set up in her mind, chasing. Okay? You have got no option of easy life. Let that sink in. OCD recovery is so much harder, Rob. If only I had freedom, then everything would be bliss. No, it wouldn't. Crap. People usually use the word bliss, don't understand the difficulty of life. Recovery is not some over-the-rainbow pot of gold leprechaun situation where you're just happy forever. Crap. When you recover, life is there. You still got to go on. Yeah, but I'd have so much mental energy. You would. But I'm telling you, life is still difficult. I'm recovered. And I still find life difficult, right? Doesn't mean I'm stressed, chronically anxious, angry. No, I'm calm. But life is difficult. Why? What am I doing right now? I'm filming a video. What does that mean? It means I have to think about what I'm saying. I'm having to think about how I'm going to explain OCD to you. Sure, I enjoy it. It's nice to explain this and go through this. I just had a little workout in the gym. Feel good from that workout. I'm sitting here to make this video. Sure, it's a nice experience, but I still got to think. Be easier just to sit and watch TV. Watching TV ain't easy. What do you mean watching TV ain't easy? Watching TV is hard. Doesn't mean it's good. What do you mean it's hard? I'll tell you. If you sit in a comfort trap watching Netflix eating chips, your body starts to feel like crap. Your view of the world starts to feel like crap. Everything you expect easy. Everything you want to be different. Or you get into a lazy cycle. Everything starts to feel harder. Sure, the TV that series or whatever you're watching doesn't feel hard, but now life's got harder because of that addiction to comfort. Everything comes with problems. Too much balance can become a problem. No balance can become a problem. Life is fraught with difficulty from every angle, and every way you try and make it not fraught with difficulty, it comes back and it hits you. And if you've got health conditions as well, like I've had many, and OCD, you're going to have challenges. No, nothing's easy. Think of any of your heroes. Think of anyone. Think of any hero. Leonardo DiCaprio, Rob, he can't have any problems. He can have any woman he wants. All right. Every woman he goes on a date with thinks, oh my God, this is Leonardo DiCaprio from The Beach and Titanic. He's the perfect person in the whole world. I can tell all my friends I go out with Leonardo DiCaprio. Everyone's going to see me with Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my God, I'm going to be in every newspaper, every magazine. I'm going to suddenly have my own celebrity status overnight. Right, and he knows he can give that to them. And he knows that they want that from him. How easy is dating for him? I'm not talking about his dating habits of dating younger girls. I'm talking about in general, right? Also now he's got an option where he thinks, well, I don't have to settle down with anyone because I've got a lot of choice. Can lead to loneliness as well. So he's got difficulty. Yeah, but wait a minute, that's a great position to be in with difficulty. All life's difficult. People think it's always it's easy when you're there. Okay, Robert, I don't believe this for a second. I'm going to retire. If I was one of those people, live on a Caribbean island. Okay. Sit on that Caribbean island and drink cocktail every day. What day does it get boring? What day do you then have to think of something else to do? Where are your friends? Where are the things you're going to get involved in? How have laziness habits got involved? It become a problem. So you've got to pick what life works best for you. And usually I think the best structure for most people involves working in something that they get involved in. Don't be too obsessed about, I've got to really love it. Just getting into the habits of doing it. Friends, family, or dating. Eating good food, working out, traveling, and realizing that you're not going to get it all right. And you go with that as a structure or some variation of, that's the best you can do on this rock floating through outer space. And let's see how it goes. But the reality is, it's never easy.